Governor Godwin Obaseki, thank you so much and welcome to the News at 10.
Thank you, Shell, for having me.
And I'm also congratulations on your victory at the polls.
Thank you, Shell.
Let's begin. How does the victory come to you? A surprise?
No, but I feel very elated. I feel very, very happy. Just watching the responses, the reactions from citizens of Edo State across board. For me, I just have never seen a group of people where people react so spontaneously with such excitement. And that made me feel very, very good.
I know that the election and the campaigns must have brought a lot of grievances and a lot of bad blood with your former friends, enemies, political foes and all of that. Now, the elections are over. What are your plans on fence mending?
Well, I hope and pray that it just happens automatically, because what were the issues? The issues were exactly what I campaigned on during the elections. Now that the elections are over, now a victor has emerged. I think it's time to align. It's like we can't go back. We all need to go forward. I hope these elections demonstrate clearly that the policies, the decisions on which this contest really rests about. It's not a personal, there's nothing personal about it. It's more like we believe that this is the way we should, forge ahead. This is the way we should go in Edo State. And now that the people have come out decisively to say, yes, they agree with the direction the governor is going, I just appeal to them to join us so that we can just work in the interest and for the progress of our people and our state.
Has your main challenger reached out to you since the determination of the outcome of this election?
I haven't heard from him yet. I'll check my phones because I've been resting. But just understand that there's nothing personal. We're both Beninese. We have crisscrossing relationships. There's nothing personal. So I hope that he sees that the outcome of this election is a referendum on the agenda we have sold as a party, and that he will align. And the moment he does, he knows my doors are wide open for talks, for participation. There's so much work ahead of us, and I believe there's room for everybody to contribute.
Are you willing to reach out to him?
Oh, I've always done and will always do.
Well, at this point, you heard what the president in the statement that he released from the office of the president about the process of this election. What comes out to you, particularly about the conduct of the exercise?
I must say that overall, it's max progress, max difference from what we've had in previous elections. Thanks to technology, thanks to the leadership of INEC, that singular move to introduce more transparency in the process by being able to send results from the units, from the polling units, into an open platform, I think it's quite commendable, and I'll encourage that be pursued further. Yes, you have some teething problems, but it's the direction to go, so that by the time votes are announced in the polling unit where you voted and collected across the country, there is a clear direction and indication of where the outcomes, the likely outcomes of those polls.
Quickly, after the election comes the burden of governance, and you've made several promises to the people of Edo State. And in the light of the impact of COVID-19 on economies around the world, of course, Edo State is not insulated from that. How do you hope to deliver on these promises to the people of Edo State?
We're fortunate because we had started. We didn't know COVID was going to come when we started the reforms. So we had started undertaking fundamental reforms in many aspects of our state. And so it's not going to be much of a challenge, just continuing in the direction we have already started. Whether it's in the area of education, of healthcare, some work has already been done. And those were some of the issues that, these elections were about. The key will be governance. The key will be fixing institutions, using technology in the light of COVID and post-COVID world to govern better, to create more transparency and accountability, and then training, building capacity of our people, particularly our public servants, the civil servants, to deliver service to the people and get them to account for the little resources that we have. I believe that what we have is not too much, but it's sufficient to get us much farther than where we are today as a state.
I'm very certain that, and this perhaps to wrap up the conversation, I'm very certain as a human being you must have learned a lot of lessons from the process since you were trying to seek re-election. But share with us, what is fundamentally the biggest lesson that you have this process has taught you?
I think the greatest lesson is that as humans, you will try to do everything you want to do. You have all your imaginations, but underneath it all, there's a force, there's a power that guides us, and you should always listen to that inner voice. It's God that essentially orders things, and if you don't sit back and listen to him and think it's about you, and you have all that energy, all that force to determine the future or determine things around you, it'll be a mistake. I will not say, it was because of my prowess or because of my energy level. No, it's essentially God. Just listening to your Creator, listening to your God, and waiting for direction from him. That's one of the biggest lessons I've learned.
Once again, congratulations, Governor Godwin Obaseki, on your re-election, and we wish you the very best in your pursuit in this second term.
Thank you very much, Cheryl.
Thank you so much.